What's good, people? It's K Gomez here. Today's topic: the hidden code of the Jewish people. I don't know if y'all can hear me. On my screen say you can hear me. So let's get this started. This is an informational video for all my brothers. I'm not gonna cuss. I'm just gonna come and do my presentation. This is part one of this presentation, and I hope you can learn something from this. All right. First question that I'm gonna ask you is: do you guys know what is a human sacrifice? And if you don't, you can look up for some examples online. I'm not gonna get into that right now because I'm doing a presentation about all that. But right now, we're gonna focus on this topic. The Jewish itself says that it's a Jewish alter propaganda. Likewise, Jewish people are quick to say that the topic is a lie, and however, there's two sides of this issue. One side that Jewish ritual murder not is not an anti-Jewish propaganda, but a fact. One that impacted human beings and human civilization in the wrong way and a terrible way. I just, I just want you to think, brothers. Likewise, better examination will make skepticism or skeptical people into believers of what was happening in the Jewish community. This is it's it is true that many research was conducted by people were labeled by Jewish as anti-Semitic, a term used by Jews to stifle discussion on any topic that it criticized them. For example, right? If if I say the sky appears to be blue in a sunny day, is it any less blue because you call me an anti-Semitic? This is usually the case with this matter. After uncovering the secrets among the Jews, how can a Gentile feel otherwise? Most most of them know that human sacrifice has occurred in the past. The Aztec, for example, built temples to make practice of this. A practice called sugi in India is still practiced to today's day, where a woman sacrifices herself in flame. In Mexico, a few years, a hidden cult was uncovered called the Jim Kilroy, and y'all can look for that. Which is which is the what's it called? One of the codes was or the book called a father's determination to turn evil into God. Same in Africa and South America and North America to till today. So what are the facts about the Jews? Did they also engage in this such terrible act in the past? Could there be some sick group among them that still to this day practice this very horrible act? Most will deny this act, but what makes this act stand out apart from other cruel acts made by men to men in the past? The answer is not a pretty one. The main difference is the degree of cruelty that these people has made with children. Reports said that children sacrifice in Jewish culture was the most cruelest way and was the most cruel and the cruelest way possible. Jewish will drain the child's blood and absorb it into paper for the various occult rites. But there is one other difference that set this information apart. When such coffins are uncovered, not only the local Jewish group, but the Jews from around the world, from the entire world, seek to conceal it. In the past, Jews have even set apart a special fund to cover up such acts. However, by doing this, they come to the police by saying it was an accessory after the fact that happened. Some Jews group, some Jewish, young and old, admit this in court, write books about it, have debates, etc., etc. By the people making up to this fact, by the people waking up to these facts, the Jewish have come with the name to victimize themselves called the blood label. This term is often used as a relay cry among the Jewish groups. Now, I'm going to give y'all one fact about this and I'm going to let y'all go because I want to make this serious in a various type of video so you don't have to sit down for an hour and uh, fall asleep on me, right? So let's go to Genesis 22 on the Hebrew book. I am gonna share screen for y'all. Genesis 22, the sacrifice of Isaac. After this thing, God tested Abraham and said to him, Abraham. And he said, Here I am. He said, Take your son, your only son, Isaac, whom you have, and go to the land of Moriah and offer him there as a burnt offering on one of the mountains of which I should tell you. So Abraham rose earlier in the morning, saddled his donkey, and took two of his young men with him, and his son Isaac, and he cut the wood of the burnt offering and, and arose, and went to the place of which God had told him. On the third day Abraham lifted up his eyes and saw the place from afar. Then Abraham said to his young men, "Stay here with the donkey, and I and the boy will go over there and with the worship and come again to you." And Abraham took the wood of the burnt offering and lay on to you, and lay on to Isaac his. My bad. Let me read that again. And Abraham took the wood of the burnt offering, laid on to Isaac his son, and he took his hand the fire and the knife. So they went both of them together. And Isaac said to his father Abraham, "My father." And he said, "Here I am, my son." He said, "Behold, the fire and the wood, but there is the lamb of a burnt offering." Abraham said, "God will provide for himself the lamb for a burnt offering, my son." So they went both of them together. And the angel of Lord called to Abraham a second time from heaven, and said, "Myself I have sworn, declares the Lord, because you have done this and have not withheld your son, your only son. Will surely bless you, and I will surely multiply your offspring as the star of heaven, and as the sand that is on the seashore, and your offspring shall possess the gates of his enemy, and in your offspring shall all the nations of the earth be blessed, because you have obeyed my voice." So Abraham returned to his son man, and they arose, went together to Beersheba, and Abraham lived at Beersheba. Now after this thing was told to Abraham, behold, Milcah also has borne children to your brother Nor. This first blood was his brother, Kemuel, the father of Abram, Cheese, Hazel, Pildash, and Noah, and blah blah blah. All them children. So as you can see, God told Abraham to sacrifice his only son, who he loved, right? But an angel came up to him and stopped him. Now, mind you, Abraham was a Jew. Could could all the angels stop all these Jewish people from sacrificing kids? and their own son at that? Could that be possible? I just want you to ask yourself one question. And I'm gonna leave y'all with this 30 seconds video so you can understand better. From a a doctor, a philosopher who was a Gentile. Hold on.
Ended right then and there for all Jews. Just think about that for a second. Now, Abraham, here he is getting ready to sacrifice his very own son. Abraham reportedly stopped. What about all the other Jews? They too? There is strong evidence to suggest otherwise.
Jewish sacrifice in the Old Testament occurs in many, many more places than simply the better known story of Abraham and the sacrifice of his son Isaac. Jephthah the Gileadite, cited in Judges 11, King Ahaz, King Manasseh, Jeroboam, many others engaged in this practice, this diabolical practice.
Children who were sacrificed were often burnt in a pit called a tophet. Drums were beaten in an attempt to conceal the child's cries. This practice was quite prevalent amongst Jews who lived in Carthage around 300 years before Christ and who worshipped Baal, another name for Lord.
Baal, another name for Lord. Now, a lot of people want to judge what other um leaders from other countries and other races have done for their country or for their race. They would love to judge them, such as Hitler, Gaddafi, um, Saddam Hussein. All these people have a lot of things that they wanted to do for their people, because you don't raise to power in a country only by doing evil. You must be doing something right. Now, if you go to Bro Sanchez, he had a live yesterday explaining you what was the good things that people such as Hitler have done for their race. It doesn't mean necessarily they are good for humanity, but they were doing something good. And that's not what American people focus on. They only focus on the bad. And that brings some balance and brings um not seeing, you're being blind. See, one of the things that Hitler was against is the own buying of energy or light bills. He believed that energy should be free for everybody. Also, he needed a reason why he needed to invade the Jewish community, because these people had so much power in the bank system. So he needed to take them out. So he needed a reason for his people to hate the Jews. And I'm giving you the reason. And it's the black label, the human sacrifice. Jewish, like I say, around the world, deny this. And they will call me anti-Semitic. But what I just told you in this past 20 minutes, everything was a fact. Now, in the second part of the video, I'm gonna give you the beginning of when did it started. Not actually when did it started because I wasn't there. For put my research and this gentleman research on the video will actually give you an accurate estimate years that this has been happening. Question is, does the Jewish people that are in power today still practice this human sacrifice, which is the most horrendous, terrible act that you can make against a child, draining the child's blood until it's dry like paper? Can we trust the Jewish community to tell us when they people are doing bad? Or do we need people like me that have to come forward and let y'all know what's really going on and what's really popping? This has been another message from K. Gomez, and I hope that y'all have a great Sunday. But I only to hope that you are awake enough to uncover the secrets of the occult. Thank you.